What's up guys, JohnOrigins here today, bringing you a Pokemon Black and White 2 Wi-Fi battle. I am playing some OU against MasterWu, I believe he has a channel, so I'll throw that in the description. But I'm using the Sand team and he's using the Sand team. So we've got a perfect weather war where we're allies, which is always fun, isn't it? But I've got the better Sand setter upper, which is the Hippowdon. Obviously, I really do like Hippowdon. I feel like it works more than Tyranitar in most cases, which I'm really happy for. Lucky I picked this guy as my defensive wall, along with Jessup being especially defensive. There is a grass weakness there, but it's alright. I have my Celebi for that, even though it's a lifeful 4 attacks, you know. Choice Scarf Tracheon as well, Magnet Pull, Magnezone, and Choice Scarf, no way, Choice Banded Scissor. But the main threats on his team are the Alakazam and the Stoutland, so yeah. I should see how I handle them as we head into the matchup, guys. So he's going to lead off with his Latias. I lead off my Celebi. I figure I have the advantage here. I'm going to go for the U-turn because he's probably going to switch out. And even if he doesn't, I can get off a really good chunk of damage with the U-turn. He brings in the Fortress and he takes that really well, which is unfortunate. But I can trap him now, which is always the best solution to everything in the world. He probably does carry the Volt Switch up, so that's unfortunate, but I can set up the sub either way, get that free sub up. I know he has the Latias that can pretty much take any sort of hit, and then probably set up his own sub, but I'm just going to go for the HP Fire anyway. He actually stays in, which I think was a bit odd. I mean, he probably should have Volt Switched on the first turn. He did get off his Toxic Spikes, which is very important. He got up 1 layer, which really helps him out getting residual damage on my Hippowdon and my Jellicent. So that's unfortunate. Even my Terrakion doesn't appreciate it. My natural curing Celebi doesn't mind, but apart from that, don't like Toxic Spikes. They're pretty deadly against this team, because most of my team is grounded, even though I have got 2 Steel types. But I'm behind now. I switch out with the sub because I can't touch the Latias. I go into my Jellicent, who can take the Dragon Pulse like a champ. I'm still not sure what kind of set this Latias is. It could be a Choice Scarf set for all I know, but either way, I'm going to go for a Shadow Ball, try and get some damage on it, reveal an item, and see what it's going to do. This Latias was the one thing that was a bit wary on my part. I'm not sure what it was. This Metagross as well was kind of a bit odd. I mean, it goes for the Stealth Rocks this time. I know he can't kill with the Meteor Mash resisted and all that. Try and get a Skull Bird, but he doesn't actually have an item, I don't think. He might carry the Lumberry, which I'm thinking is probably the most suitable. So the burn, if I got the burn, probably wouldn't have mattered. But he's going to switch now back into his Latias, wanting to take the Skull a bit better than the Metagross can. But I end up predicting that and just going for the Recover. I really want my Jellicent at fullish HP to take this Latias on and try and take a hit from an Alakazam and really do damage to it. But either way, this turn I figured he's not going to sub, so I'm going to go for the Toxic and get some residual damage on this thing. And finally reveal what item it has next turn, hopefully. Hopefully it doesn't have one of his Scarves, so that I feel like a Scarf Latias would be much easier to deal with than a Carmine Latias or a defensive Latias, so that's always fun. But now I kind of wanted to get some Pursuit Trapping going on, so I'm going to switch into my Sizzle and get this Latias Pursuit Trapped. But he ends up going into Tyranitar, and I'm thinking, I can outspeed, Superpower, boom, dead. See that, Tyranitar? Tyranitar does have base 61 speed, and I have base 65 speed, so I do outspeed it. I am max speed. The only way he would outspeed me would probably feel Scarf, so that's unfortunate for him. I end up taking him straight out. Choice Banded Superpower, not playing games. But now Metagross comes in, and I don't think a Superpower at -1 will take it out from that range, even if I am banded. So I'm going to switch into my Hippowdon to take the physical hit like a champ, because Hippowdon is a boss, setting up them Stealth Rocks and all that jazz. Which is exactly what I'm going to do. I see it's the perfect opportunity to set up my Stealth Rocks and finally get rid of that Fortress, which comes in now, surprisingly, not wanting to take some Stealth Rocks damage on its entry. But I outspeed anyway, I can take that with the Earthquake, which is always fun. The reason I like Hippowdon over Tyranitar is because it doesn't have that Dark typing, which really does make it suffer for Tyranitar. It does get that special boost because it's a Rock type, but it still can't take a close combat from a Tyranitar, and not Tyranitar, from a Terrakion. But Hippowdon can take 2 if it's Scarf, like can take 3 if it's Scarf, so that's always that's why Hippowdon's better. Even though I died to an Energy Ball. Terrakion wouldn't. No, Terrakion. Tyranitar wouldn't. No, it probably would from that range. But I see this as a great time to switch to my Scissor and get some Body Punch damage. I didn't want to go for the Pursuit because I thought it was completely useless. because I can just hit it with 2 bullet punches anyway later on, because I can probably take a hit. But I ended up taking out this Metagross with 2 bullet punches, not that shabby. He does get his own hit off on me, but it didn't do much damage. But in comes Latias. I doubt I can take him out with a bullet punch from this range, so I'm going to switch up, go back into my Jazz, and thinking I can probably take a couple of hits and recover off. But Star Fox damage really did hit me hard there, and then the Dragon Pulse got some real good damage. Plus the toxic damage, not toxic, poison damage, means I cannot take 2, unfortunately, and so I can't recover up. Maybe if the poison wasn't there I would, but just unlucky really. But I believe Latias is leftovers, so that's always cool to know. You know, he seems to only have the move Dragon Pulse, which is a bit odd. I gotta say, he only goes for Dragon Pulse in this matchup. And this is why I was kind of scared to go into my Sizzle, because it could actually carry the hidden power fire, and that would have wrecked my day. But he doesn't actually go for the hidden power fire there, so I'm happy. I can take the Dragon Pulse and then go for the Pursuit and kill off the Latias, because I enjoy banded people, and choice banded Sizzle hurts things, such as that Latias. But in comes big threat number 2, which is Stoutland, and I'm thinking I can't take it out with a Pursuit, so I'm going to switch out into my Max Zone, mainly as Death Fighter, because I don't need it anymore. But it actually reveals the superpower, which kills me off quite substantially, but I don't think he shows me any item. Nope. So I'm thinking it's actually choice banded, so I'm like, yo, let's switch into Celebi and smack him in the face with a Giga Drain and try and kill him off. He does bring in the Alakazam, who cannot take 2, so that's always fun. Go for the Giga Drain, it does so much damage. It does 70% around that mark, and next turn, because I am naturally bulky in general, I can live the Shadow Ball because lack of stab, and then smack him in the face with another Giga Drain and take him out. So there goes the Alakazam. That was a really big threat, especially if my Sizzle was gone down, because I'm at like 75 HP or something stupid like that before Star Fox entry, so I can't take a hit from an Alakazam and finish him off with 2 bullet punches. So Celebi putting in work there as the Stoutland comes in, just locks him, I'm assuming locks himself into superpower. That's really the only move he can go for. And just in case a choice banded Sizzle's bullet punch doesn't kill at -1, I still have to go into it and hope that it does. And if I do die, the superpower, he'll be at -2 attack, so Terrakion can clean up. So that happens. But I end up taking him out, and that's going to be a game, people. So if you enjoyed this battle, leave a like rating, comment, and subscribe. I've been JohnOrigins, and I'm out. So peace.